So good morning, people. We had a late night last night with the volunteers, and I don't do well with late nights. We had a great discussion, saw a movie together, about 30 people all together. And a great discussion afterwards. There's a bit of pizza. So be patient with my mind this morning. Actually, this week I had about 3 late nights later than normal. So that's always a bit challenging for me. There are always challenges in life, different kinds, different circumstances. And we see quite some challenges today in the readings. The challenge of new life. When new life starts to happen in a family, another baby is born, room has to be made for new life. There are new expectations. Learning to deal with things that are demanding. Dealing with new phenomena that are arising, changing landscapes, culturally, sociologically. Imagine a country with a lot of new immigrants. Imagine when people in a devout family abandon their faith practice. Maybe they themselves are going through difficult situations. Changes that illness bring about in a family. Somebody who was always able to do so much, and now they're not well. Political change in countries. We'd love to have things always the same way in a way, so our little life isn't upset, it isn't challenged, because we adapt to situations and we develop a status quo mentality, and it shouldn't be upset. That's why earthquakes are so terrible. They shake the whole world around us, and things are weak and cracked and fall apart. Lots of earthquakes happen, not just physically in the world, but also in society, in family. Sometimes it even feels like that inside the church. It definitely happens all the time in politics. Well, maybe there are periods where countries enjoy a certain stability after a turmoil. Things settle down, but what country hasn't known upheaval? And just plain growth. Child goes to school now. or the child graduates, or the child moves away from home. I just think of all the changes that happened to my own family. I and my sister went to secondary school. And then the next year, Celine, who works here with me, in Magdala, with all of us. And then the following year, my brother. And then 2 years or 3 years later, my little sister. In the space of 5 or 6 years, how much change happened at home. Then we were all finishing, just as quickly, we were finishing secondary school and leaving home. And then the space of 5, 6, 7 years, our parents are home alone. All the challenges. And the church goes through the same type of dynamic. And a thought just came to my mind this morning. We have this passage about the election of deacons. And we don't see anywhere in the gospel where Jesus says, you got to elect deacons. But there were needs and there were tensions in the community. And just like all things grow, trees grow, and the Egyptian geese grow. Yesterday we saw two. Well, I just saw one yesterday in one of the chats. I'm not sure if it was on the Facebook. It was on Facebook. And then the Instagram just a very little bit. They're growing. There's a dynamic in all God's creation. And I'm sure, especially in his work of salvation. And there's growth. And dealing with growth is a good challenge. Somebody asleep there, outside, no tent. So the weather is changing. That's also a little process of change going on. And so they elect deacons because they've been given that responsibility to care for the community, to care for the unity of the community. They all be one. This is a fine clothing prayer of Jesus. And then a lot of development happens as something grows and retains its unity and yet grows and keeps growing. Guys preparing to go out fishing there. And imagine when something big happens then and you have Jesus walking on the water. There was a strong wind, there was a storm. Right now it's anything but a storm. When there's a lack of storm, these guys kick up such a storm with their boats, with their jet skis. And Jesus says, it is I, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of changes that are happening. Do not be afraid of... Of course we're afraid from the storm. We don't like it. To go and secure our things, close the windows in the house. die down, things that can get blown away. Situations are changing, they're not remaining the same. How to deal with them, how to talk to people going through different phases in life, different challenges. Do not be afraid, it is I. They wanted to take him into the boat, but the boat immediately arrived at the shore to which they were heading. Well, they were already in. Sometimes problems also just are undone. Kind of a natural process that happens. Nothing to worry about, it's all over. The deacons have been elected. There's peace again in the community. Each person is receiving their proper due. That's justice. What's done to them, what's done for them, how they're helped in their difficulties. We have that beautiful psalm today that matches all of this. Lord, let your mercy be upon us as we place our trust in you. You see, if there isn't a storm on the sea, some people need to make one. These guys with their boats, amazing. God bless you. Have a blessed day today. See you later, alligators. I'm going to be in a different place today. I'm not sure if this afternoon, maybe if I find something nice, I'll send it to you. I might put up a little surprise post there in the WhatsApp, but I'm not promising anything. It's just potential. God bless you.